Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Season 4, Episode 5 of the Classic Wrestling Series. So, with the WWE and TNA working together, a sentence I never thought I'd fucking say in my life, why don't we watch a TNA show? Because we can. We can do this. So, we are going to be watching TNA Lockdown from the year 2006. I haven't seen this show in a long time. I think the last time I saw it was 2018, 2017. So I am looking forward to this one. We have in our main event in Lethal Lockdown, it's Sting's Warriors versus Jarrett's Army. Oh yay, Jeff Jarrett's in the main event. Fucking yes. So let's not waste any more time and let's get to our opening contest of the night. So, we just had our opening contest of Team Japan, consisting of Black Tiger, Minoru Tanaka, and Hiroki Goto. Very sorry if I pronounced any of their names wrong. Taking on Team USA, Sonjay Dutt, Jay Lethal, and Alex Shelley. This is during the Super X Cup tournament of 2006. This was a fun matchup. It was entertaining as all hell. You know, the steel cage does limit the X Division guys to a degree because they can't do the high-fly, flippy stuff. But, you know, we did see Sonjay Dutt bust out the moonsault. We did see Team Japan get the win as well. They will be taking on, I think they would carry on and go on to face Team Mexico for the trophy, if I recall. I could be wrong on that one. I do not know. I will do a little bit of research in regards to that. So, our next matchup is Senshi versus Christopher Daniels. Senshi is better known as Loki in WWE, and he would take that man. No, was it Loki? Yeah, he would be known as Loki in TNA, and I can't think of his WWE name. Jeez Louise, what's his WWE name? In fact, I will double check that as well. So let's get to Senshi versus Christopher Daniels. Senshi's name in WWE was Kaval, if you remember that, 10 points to you. And it was actually the World X Cup, not the Super X Cup. Super X Cup was in 2003, 2005, and 2017 and 2021, just to confirm with that and end all that. So, yes, it was the World X Cup. This would be a showcase match as well for the X Cup because this would, Lockdown 2006, the X Cup started on TNA Impact the week after, leading into Sacrifice. So, there we go. And just for completion's sake, so Team TNA was Chris Sabin, Jay Lethal, Sonjay Dutt, Alex Shelley. Team Canada was involved, Petey Williams, Eric Young, Johnny Devine, and Dyson Lewis. I have no idea who the hell... Tyson Moody is a Canadian wrestler. Team Mexico was Shocker, Puma, Mano, and Incognito. And obviously Team Japan was Black Tiger, Minoru Tanaka, Hiroki Goto, and Jushin Thunder Liger. So that would be amazing. I do not believe Jushin Thunder Liger only appeared at the Sacrifice pay-per-view. He did not appear. He did appear. Yes, he did appear. Yeah, he only appeared at the Sacrifice pay-per-view. He did not appear on TNA. He did not appear on Impact, and the round one started on April 27th. Just to confirm that. So back to Senshi taking on Christopher Daniels. So we just had Senshi taking on Christopher Daniels in a one-on-one match in the cage. This was a fun matchup, entertaining. Not really the high spots from Christopher Daniels. We did get to see the BME, the best moonsault ever, which was fun. But Senshi gets the win by putting his foot on the ropes and countering a maneuver from Christopher Daniels. Very entertaining. I think he was trying to go for the Angels wins, but Senshi backed them up, flipped over, 1, 2, 3, with the feet on the turnbuckle. It was entertaining. Well done to Senshi. I do like Senshi. I do like him. Well, low-key now. But yeah, he's really fun. So, our next matchup is a arm wrestling contest between, I can't think of his name now, Bob Armstrong. There we go. Bob Armstrong and Conan. I know this has been building for a little bit on TV, so I get that, but why can't we just have LAX versus the James Gang? Makes a bit more sense. So, this is an arm wrestling contest. Loser gets whipped, like gets whipped with lashes, I think, belts. I'm not entirely sure on this one. So let's watch this arm wrestling match and see what happens. So it's an arm wrestling match. Bob Armstrong wins, and the James Gunn and Bob Armstrong whip the LAX and Conan. You can't really talk about an arm wrestling match and make it interesting. I'm not gonna lie, people. But I can talk about the next matchup. We have an escape match, the X Division escape match. We have Chris Sabin, Eli Skipper, Petey Williams, Chase Stevens, Sharkboy, and Puma. Eli Skipper is with Sharman Diamond, and Petey Williams has Scott D'Amore in his corner. So let's get to this one. This is going to be entertaining. So we just had the escape match with Sharkboy, Chase Stevens, Eli Skipper, Puma, and Petey Williams. So let's get to the eliminators, and how they were eliminated, shall we? That's the point of the match. So Sharkboy was eliminated first by a Canadian Destroyer from Petey Williams. Beautiful fucking move. Chase Stevens was eliminated by Eli Skipper after a sudden death. Eli Skipper was eliminated by Petey Williams after a sunset flip into a pinning maneuver. And then Puma was pinned by Chris Sabin. Chris Sabin pinned Puma after the cradle shock. Another beautiful move by Chris Sabin. And then Sabin wins by escaping the cage. I do enjoy the escape the cage matches. I think they're really fun and entertaining. So, yeah, this was a fun matchup. It was really well done. It was high octane and well paced for an X Division match. I think it went like nearly 13 minutes. I think it went like 12 minutes, something like that. But yeah, it was a fun matchup. So now we have the X Division Championship matchup. Samoa Joe versus Sabu. Okay, well, let's get to this one. So we just had Samoa Joe versus Sabu for the X Division Championship match, and my God, Sabu gets busted open. It is Sabu, for fuck's sake. But yeah, this was entertaining. It was a well-fought matchup between the two men, and obviously Samoa Joe's on his undefeated streak at this moment in time in TNA, so of course Samoa Joe wins with the Muscle Buster. So it was a really fun matchup. It was really fucking good, I'm not gonna lie. It was entertaining. So now we have the Six Sides of Steel Anthem match between Team 3D and Team Canada. It's Bobby Roode, Eric Young, and who else is it? A1 taking on Bubba Ray, Brother Devon, and Brother Run, better known as Spike Dudley. So let's get to this one. So we just had the TNA Six Sides of Steel Anthem match, and Team 3D win. It was a really fun matchup, and then they sing the national anthem. Christy Hemme comes out because she has just been debuted in the TNA show. And now we have a letter from the board of directors of TNA basically saying that Larry Zbyszko is now on probation. Larry's been running throughout the show basically saying, what's the new news? Who's part of the new, who's the new board? Who is the public face of management for TNA Wrestling? It will turn out to be the one and only Jim Cornette. He would make his debut at Sacrifice, I believe, and get involved in that world title picture between, I think it was Stin, Christian, and Kurt Angle, if I recall, in that matchup. But he has also announced that Raven has been reinstated into TNA, and they would further the feud between Larry Zbyszko and Raven. So let's get to our NWA TNA World Heavyweight title match. It is Christian Cage versus the Monster Abyss. Let's get to this one. So we just had Abyss versus Christian Cage for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. This was a fun matchup. It was entertaining as all hell. Christian climbs to the top of the cage and basically does a splash onto Abyss. That was fun. Cage then gets thrown out of the cage, like literally he gets referee gets thrown into it, he drops to it, and then gets tries to get choke slammed into it, but reverses it into a power bomb from Abyss to Abyss. That was fucking beautiful. Cage wins with the Unprettier and then gets choked up via the chain by Abyss. So yeah, Christian retains the belt. Entertaining. This feud does continue a little bit forward, but it's one of those things. It was a fun matchup. I enjoyed watching it. So now, to our main event of the evening. It is Lethal Lockdown. Sting's Warriors versus Jarrett's Army. Kicking things off, we have got AJ Styles and Chris Harris for 5 minutes. Let's get to our main event. So, the order of the people entering was Mr. Chris Harris first, then AJ Styles, then James Storm, then Rhino, and then Jeff Jarrett actually appeared, number 3, because obviously who number 4 is going to be. Rumble Truth Killings came out for Sting's Warriors third. Scott Steiner came out last for Jarrett's Army, of course he did, and then Sting came out last. So we are now in the match beyond moment. Basically, we're just waiting for the cage to come down to basically bring the weapons involved. So, obviously, we're going to be carrying on watching the show. It's a funny one. Sting's got everybody piled up in the corner, and he's just Stinger splashing them twice. It's fucking funny as hell. So now he's putting down the cage. Let's get to our second part of our main event, which is the weapons. So we just had our main event, Sting's Warriors taking on Jarrett's Army. This is a fun matchup, entertaining as all hell, as I say, the entrances. James Storm and AJ Styles go to the top of the cage, and then AJ finds a ladder on top, climbs to the rafters where the lighting is, basically just shimmies it a little bit, and then just splashes James Storm through a table. It was one of the best, like, holy shit moments in TNA. This is fun. Jarrett reverses a Scorpion Deathlock, the sharpshooter, into one of his own onto Chris Harris, there we go, Peter, and gets the win for his team. This is a fun matchup. Obviously, it would be Sting, Cage, and Angle going for the world title next. I believe it was next month, actually. I could be wrong. Let me just double check that one for confirmation's sake. No, it was Cage and Abyss in a Full Metal Mayhem match. So my apologies. I'm getting it mixed up with 2007's Lockdown event and the thing. So I'm very sorry about that. So yeah, this was entertaining. It was a fun show. It's on YouTube. So if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description for the shows, and then you guys can check out TNA Lockdown 2006. But with that being said, I will see you next week for the CWS, and next episode of the Resident Evil series will be on the channel tomorrow. So, with that being said, take care, and TTFN. Ta-ta for now.